Hey people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Naomi Osei and I'd like to thank you so much for being here. On this channel, we're documenting my family's exciting adventure as we move from the UK to the motherland. That's right, in August of 2021, my children and I packed up our bags and we relocated from the UK to our homeland, Ghana. And here on this channel, we're documenting the highs and the lows, the good times, the bad times, the happiness and the tears, and everything in between. So on this week's episode, if you are interested in learning about exactly how I make a living whilst living here on the continent of Africa, then stay tuned because you are in for a treat. I will be revealing it all. Stay tuned. Many people over the years, some of the greatest challenges that prevent people from making the move from the UK or from the US or anywhere in between, moving from the Western world to the continent of Africa, are usually around how to generate a consistent income and also where they're going to lay their head at night. So housing, accommodation, and generating an income are usually the two of the biggest hurdles that people have to overcome in order to make the move. Now, I think I'm going to talk about exactly how I've done this whole accommodation thing on another video, but today I want to focus on the money. That's right, on this week's installment, I'm going to be sharing with you all exactly how I've been able to make a living while staying here in the continent of Africa, and maybe something that you can explore to make it work for you also. Over the course of my professional life, I have done a whole lot of stuff. In fact, if you were to take a look at my CV, you would probably be wondering what on earth was really going on. You see, it didn't follow a linear path. It actually looked a little bit more like this. My very first career was in the music business. I started off at the age of 16 as a session singer and background vocalist, which meant that I would be hired to either sing behind artists performing live on stage, or it would mean being hired to sing as part of groups and choirs traveling around the world, or hired to come and sing in and record and lay down vocals in a studio for artists who were producing music. After a while, and I did that for about 8 to 10 years or so, and in that time the babies came, and I realized that I wanted to provide them with some more stability and consistency, and so it meant moving away from the performance side of things, and I found that I had more of an interest and a passion in the behind the scenes side of music, more the business of music. So I started doing work as an artist manager. I did some tour management. I did some stage management also, all of which I absolutely loved. In fact, if we would have met 10 years ago or so, I would have told you that I'd be doing this for the rest of my life. However, seasons changed and I moved on. And I did some marketing. Moved on from that, and I was able to qualify as a mortgage consultant, so I would sell mortgages and insurances for a commission. Moving on from there, I worked as a project manager in the public sector and in the private sector. I also ran my own business where I would be coaching, consulting, and speaking internationally. Moving on from that, I did some lecturing in business and in marketing, and then I got to where I am today, delivering corporate training and management consulting services. And this is the part where it really got interesting. It just so happened that COVID meant that remote working became more widely acceptable. And I realized that the things that I was doing in terms of training these corporates in FTSE 100 companies and offering consulting services, I was spending all of my time behind my laptop. And so I thought, hold on a minute. If I can be earning the pound sterling from the UK, well, why can't I do that in Ghana? And so I decided to take a brave step and give it a go. And I've been doing this ever since. So I'm able to offer my coaching services, my consulting services, and my corporate training services right here from the motherland. And that is how I'm able to stay paid, be able to give my children the sort of lifestyle that I desire, be able to ensure that things are taken care of in the UK, and that my family, like my parents and what have you, aren't struggling in the UK, while still being able to live the life of my dreams here in Ghana. And so I would really encourage those of you who are looking to make this move to seek out remote working opportunities. That will give you that freedom, I guess that geographic freedom that you would need to make your dream a reality. I've got, family members who have relocated to Grenada in the Caribbean, where my mother was born and where she is from, and are doing the exact same thing and being able to make it work. So if it can work for me, if it can work for my cousin, then it most certainly could work for you. So it's just something to explore. Right, so let's check out my workstation. I have the privilege of working from the comfort of my bedroom at my desk and spend most of my day using video conferencing software such as Microsoft Teams, WebEx, Zoom, and this is really how I run my coaching sessions, mastermind sessions, and virtual training sessions. Now, even with this whole remote working thing, I know, of course, that there are going to be certain concerns. Number one, how good is the internet, or how good or how strong is the Wi-Fi in Ghana? We have something which we, light off, lights out, where every now and again the electricity just goes, it cuts off. And so there, of course, are some other challenges, but in this video, I want to show you exactly also how I'm able to overcome them. Again, if it is possible for me, it most certainly can be your reality too. So check it out. Okay, guys, so this is our solution for consistent electricity. We have this, an inverter. It costs about £3,000. And this is really what we use to ensure that we have consistent power. So if there is a power cut, we're able to simply, at a flip of a button, turn this machine on. Oops. Pull this lever down here, and we get about 13 hours worth of battery power from this, which is really, really helpful. So this is just kind of like standard procedure now. Before I start my sessions, I will just come, turn this thing on, so that even if during the course of the day the power goes, I don't even notice it. Are there any drawbacks with this? I guess the number one drawback, if you want to call it that, is that this is not powerful enough to power all of the appliances in the house, specifically all of the air conditioning units. So typically, if we have this on, I would only ever have one air conditioning unit on at the same time. But the fans are totally fine. The fridge, it will power. Our chest freezer over there, it will power. So yeah, that's how I deal with the electricity problem. Now, of course, when working remotely, one of the things to consider is the speed of the internet. And so before I got here, I remember harassing my younger sister who was here, Leah, and trying to help her to find me a solution for this. Now, in the area where my dad has built this house, we don't have fiber broadband as yet. So for example, where my sister lives in East Legon, she has fiber broadband, so she doesn't have this challenge. But where I am, there is no such thing as fiber just yet. It's coming, but who knows when it will actually come. So what I have to rely on is this 4G router, this MTN 4G router. So it has a SIM card inside, and I top it up maybe every 6 weeks or so with about 250 gigabytes worth of data. And this is how I am able to get online. Now, it's a really cool piece of kit. It works, it does the job. However, the speed leaves much to be desired at times. So I was able to do some research and came across someone online, on Instagram actually, who came and installed this booster.
I can't really give you much more information than that. All I know is that it boosts the signal and really does help to increase the speed that comes from this 4G router. And so with these two combined, I'm able to work remotely.
Okay, people, so I do hope that has answered those of you who've had questions about how I make this work thing actually work here. If you do have any other questions, please do drop them in the comments and I'll do my best to get back to them. Also, I know that we have family from all over the world who are tuning in on a weekly basis, who have subscribed. I would love to welcome each and every one of you properly. So please do drop a comment below. Let me know where you're subscribing from. And also, if you want to follow us on Instagram, you can head over to, what is it again? @To the Motherland, that's it, @To the Motherland on Instagram, and you can be part of our Instagram family there also. But once again, thank you so much for watching. I do hope that this was insightful and maybe giving you some inspiration or some ideas as to how you can make this work for yourself. Yeah, that's all I've got for you. So until next time, see you later.